All right, I'm going live. No interruptions, okay? We got this. Oh, awesome. I am live. All right. I'm live in the background, typing, getting ready, building up the anticipation. I love it. Okay. Doing a live show. Mike is, usually we're on mute. And this is the one time I'm not on mute. I'm glad I didn't did I swear? Did I say anything funny? Okay. I'm going to dial it back here. Just going to wait a sec. It's only 6:01. We're going to let people join in. Hello to everybody viewing. I'm in the background. That's me down here, actually. Starting the show with the mic off is just perfect. All right. I'll see y'all in a couple minutes here. Maybe like 30 seconds. Let's just do this. Who cares? Okay. This is backwards today. I'm sorry, guys. I was not muted, and now I was muted. Okay, let's start this over. Okay. Good grief. My name is Luis Santazana. I am the president of AAF Seattle, and I am a little bit, yeah, it's like that. Okay. Welcome to the 2022 Seattle Addies, formerly known as the American Advertising Awards Seattle. We affectionately call it the Addies. We called it that before. We're always going to call it that. And at the very least, the award is called an Addy. And a lot of people won them. We had a lot of entries this year. We had, what, over 240? And that is pretty good for pandemic. It's a lot more than last year and the year before. So I think things are we're kind of learning how to deal with all this stuff. And as things are rolling back to normal, let's hope for more next year. I think we had like 280 entries in 2018, or for the year 2018. So we're getting close to normal. Thanks everybody for joining. This is kind of a low-key show. I was I was going to wear a suit. I'm looking at the comments, by the way. Thank you for letting me know about being muted. The comments are about 20 seconds behind the actual broadcast because we're on StreamYard and they do this whole thing. But thank you very much for keeping me on there. I may have to pause once in a while to look over there. Anyway, I was going to wear a suit, but like I've just been busting through getting this presentation ready. I hope it works. We are, let's see, I was talking about the different awards. We also have our Mosaic Award, we have Judges' Choice Awards, and we have a whole slew of gold and silver. So let's get on with this show. It's just me tonight, guys. This is homespun Seattle Addies. In the past, we've done these galas, rented out ballrooms. We've had guest speakers. We've had musical performers. We've had Sir Mix-a-Lot show up. We've had all kinds of people be part of the show. The biggest part of this show is all of us, though, the Seattle ad community. And we're not together again. This is the third Addies in a row that is online, live stream. And I think we're getting a little tired of it. We need to see each other in person. So I have good news. Now, we couldn't get an in-person celebration for the awards this year because you have to reserve that stuff like in December, November, and like put deposits down. And we did that a couple of years ago and lost all that money. And we just couldn't, who knew what was going to happen by the end of March. Turns out we could have had it, but when we had to put the money down, we didn't know. So online this year, just some bad timing. But the good news is that we are doing our trophy pickup in person next week. That's the 30th of March. Not the 31st, which would be exactly a week, but Wednesday night, the 30th, we have tentatively reserved optimism. They said we could use it. I don't know if it's nailed down or not. We're going to show up there anyway. We're going to do some kind of something for you guys in terms of drinks or food. It's kind of a BYOB place. We'll have a mixer for everybody to come up, pick their trophies up in person, and then just hang out, and it'll be really good to see everybody. So I think that is kind of like what we are. That's kind of a little substitute Addy experience. Up to you if you want to get as drunk as a normal Addy Awards. It's a Wednesday, so yeah, we'll see what we do for Thursday morning. All right, well, let's get on with this show. So the first thing I'm going to do here is go through student awards because there's only 3 of them. So we'll get them out of the way. I don't mean to gloss over them. I actually wanted to go first because I think it's really cool that we have students entering these awards, and all 3 of these awards are there's 1 from Seattle Community College, 2 from Western Washington. Let's just get on with it. Hopefully is this going to work? All right. My little animation. Oh, shoot. I even had more here. Welcome to the Seattle Addies. Okay. Let me add my face in the bottom. Yeah. This was supposed to be even more, there we go. Low key. It's a low key production. That's clearly we're doing it this way. All right. Student awards. I'm going to get my face entirely out of here. You're going to see all too much of me. Let's go full screen. Student awards. Student gold, Jesse Smith, Seattle Central Creative Academy. They've got an amazing program over there. Jesse Smith won in print advertising, magazine advertising campaign. Here's the work. This is how this show is going to go, by the way. I'm going to go through this whole thing. I don't have real productions. I don't have voiceovers. I promise I'll be a lot faster, though, once we get this thing rolling. We'll get into gear. Next, student gold for animation or special effects. Mac Giron, Josh Shinoda, Sybil Roberts, The Year the Earth Changed. Let's have a look. Awesome. Student gold, the final golden student, Bella Barney for Our Happy Time from Western Washington University. Another animation or special effects. I love it. Okay. Wow. Well, I just went to the next slide. Spoiling the surprise, our first professional award is silver for catalysis for hang tags for Radmore Golf countertop display. So, by the way, one note at the bottom, I've got the hierarchy of the category. You'll be able to read those. I'm not going to read them off. Hopefully these are accurate. If there's something inaccurate in terms of the titles or any of that kind of stuff, we did get a ton of really late corrections and additions. That will all be proper in the book, that in the show book and in the online listings. Don't worry about it. And all the credits will be there. I'm not doing credits for the show because this thing's going to be like 5 hours if I go through all the credits. Okay. And also we are showing gold work. We are not showing silver because, again, 5 hours. We have a ton of awards to give here. So congratulations to Catalysis. All right, next up, gold, Catalysis, Red Hook, Big Ballard Hazy IPA, single unit packaging. Let's take a look at what they did here. Single unit, beer cans. All right. Next up, gold, packaging campaign, the Paper Crane Factory. Way to go, Cal. This is for Wonderground packaging design. Client Wonderground. Next gold or next award, let's find out. Silver, Wonderman Thompson for Tentacle for Washington's Lottery. Digital or animated single unit. Kraken, Time to Rise, Washington's Lottery, Wonderman Thompson, Out of Home Campaign, silver. CMD, Original by Design, Client Microsoft for Microsites, silver award. DNA wins the silver for Behold the Freshness, Rainier Beer social media campaign. And Rudy Willingham of Rudy Corp wins ESPN and UFC social media campaign, silver award. And Crown. I got a little place in my heart for Crown, obviously. Silver award for Hands for Gold Bar social media campaign. And our gold winner, CMD Alpenrose, Keep Portland Small, client Alpenrose, social media campaign. Okay, so I'm going to show the gold work. And by the way, some of these, maybe not Alpenrose, but this reminds me, some of the winners won multiple awards for the same work. So I put whatever they gave me in the slides, but if we've seen the same thing, we're not going to watch like a 3-minute video like 10 times. So don't worry, we'll go through it. So let's see Alpenrose, Keep Portland Small by CMD.
Once upon a time, there was a little dairy called Alpenrose in a little town called Portland. Milkmen from the dairy made weekly deliveries to the townspeople. Their connection to their food was as deep as their connection to each other. As time went on, the town grew bigger. Pretty soon, it was a growing city. As fast as things grew, that's how fast they changed. And it seemed like important things were left behind. Things like community and charm. But all was not lost. Alpenrose home delivery came back, this time with more than dairy. They delivered all kinds of local food, and the people were as happy as ever. Because even though the world was very different, their connection to their food and each other stayed the same.
Oh, okay. One more. And cute. CMD wins gold for original by design, client Microsoft, social media campaign.
Originality isn't something static and it's just there for you at all times. It's like inspiration. You gotta find it.
I think the key is to look for inspiration. I think the key is to understand that everything is inspiring.
You know, the design kind of breeds the originality. Starting with a tool that's unique, it lends itself to making unique things.
Inspiration is a pretty strange beast. Is it inspiration or is it a distraction? Am I original? Or am I the sum of all
Shit.
Why am I inspired by something? Why am I
You can't hear the
curious about
videos.
something?
Great. So this is all just me watching videos with no sound. Great.
Inspiration can come from anywhere.
Let's see what I can do here. All right, so my wife just told me that you guys can't hear the sound, which is really weird because I did a broadcast test and I could hear the sound just fine. I don't know what's going on with that. Let me see if I can stop that screen. I'm going to bring it in a different way. And I'm going to share the whole screen here differently. Let's bring it in. All right, we're going to try the next one. And if someone can let me know in comments or whatever if we can hear this next one. Yeah, by the way, I'm going to be showing every single video that the client that the agency submitted to win these, because sometimes these are single entries and sometimes they're campaigns. The ADDYs accept both different categories. So it turns out a lot of these won for campaign. And it feels like most of them, there were a ton of campaign winners. And so we'll see a lot of videos in a row when it's a campaign, or a lot of pieces, video or still. So let's see what we got going here on the next. All right, let me know if you can hear this. I wish there was some kind of like, visual indicator if there was sound coming through, but I don't have that. All right. Well, I don't hear that. Okay, well, I think it's switched.
So how does this creative game of telephone actually work?
One artist starts it off, makes their piece, then hands it to the next artist. They get inspired by that, and then keep handing it down the line.
I like this idea. What does originality actually mean? I'm creating 4 images.
I am working with a photographer, an illustrator, and a musician, and I'm taking what they have already made and putting that into a video somehow and putting my own spin on it. So this should be really interesting. This is a cool format.
I'm just going to establish my first shot and then move position to shoot all the others.
Oh, look. Photos. Brooke Shaden. I never met her before. Now look at these images. I think of people blooming in an open field.
It is very, very cold, very windy. So here are Brooke Shaden's photos. So I'm going to draw a lot from that, and I'm going to do my own take on that.
I'm just going to be showing the making of our song. We were just super inspired from the digital painting that we saw.
Part. This is going to be very different from anything I've made before, and I'm super excited.
Nice work. All right, please tell me you can hear this or hear that. Good grief. If it's not coming through, this makes for kind of a boring show because some of these videos are going to be like 3 minutes long. What happened to the 15-second spots? There are a few of those. All right, let's go to the next one. I'm going to get out of the way.
Microsoft Surface launched a brand new narrative tagline, Original by Design, to more deeply resonate with consumers about how originally designed products fuel people's originality. As far and wide as this campaign stretched, however, it all started with one ownable cultural truth.
Inspiration can come from anywhere.
Originality is where you take it.
To tap into this truth, we created a multi-channel consumer journey, showcasing the creativity of a broad collective of original talent who embody the spirit of Original by Design. We kicked things off with an anthem video, campaign website, and content series, in which originals such as Deadmau5, Cash Bunny, Brooke Shaden, and Martellus Bennett shared how Surface inspires and empowers them to take their creativity to the next level. After the launch came Project Inspire, an Instagram-based game of creative telephone, where 4 talent with different skills inspired each other to produce truly original content. To extend our reach and fuel originality to new audiences, we partnered with Creative Live to offer free classes from experts such as Chase Jarvis, Brandon Noriega, Lewis House, and many others. We also worked with D-Brand, producing new skins inspired by our originals that are available for order via the Original by Design website. Our campaign culminated in a contest where creators around the world showcased their originality to become one of 4 to win $25,000 and the latest Surface technology. We hit over 1,300 entries in the first 2 weeks alone. Over the course of this campaign, our goal was
All right, so I got a report that you can hear it. Maybe the sound is working for everybody. Let's hope so. Okay, so let's get on with the show. I am sorry for technical difficulties, but that is just how it's been. Gold social media campaign, Rudy Corp. Rudy Willingham, Whole Foods Market, social media. Way to go, Rudy. West Seattleite. Okay. Let's see some of this work. Yeah, here we go.
If I were you, you know what I'd do. Do you know what I'd do? I treat me so right, I hold me so tight, never make me cry like you do every night. But that's what I'd do if I were you.
Cute. You know what? I wish I use Keynote for all this stuff, and I wish that Keynote would make the mouse cursor go away. You can make it show all the time, but not make it go away all the time. Not a super fan of that. Okay, back to the show with another gold award for Wonderman Thompson, King of the Cul-de-sac Game, client Washington's Lottery. Let's have a look. All right. Little Frogger action. Okay, Washington's Lottery. Next up, another gold for CMD. Keep Portland Small, client Alpenrose. We saw some of this, so let's see what the next one. Oh yeah, so I just put a JPEG here to remind us because all the stuff was the same as before, I think. Nice work, CMD, gold. Let's move on to television advertising. Single spot, 15 minutes or less. Wonderman Thompson, Face Off, Washington's Lottery, Silver Award. Also, Wonderman Thompson, Prehistoric Garage, Washington Lottery, single spot, 30 seconds. A silver for Copacino, oh my gosh, Fujikato. Taboo for Gesa Credit Union, single spot, 30 seconds. Another silver for Wonderman Thompson, Seattle, Imaginations Unite for Washington's Lottery. This is a whole campaign. Silver for Copacino Fujikato, Northgate opening of Sound Transit. Another silver for Copacino Fujikato, a healthier approach to money for Gesa Credit Union. That's campaign. Regional National Campaign, gold to Rudy Corp for Whole Foods Market. I think we might have seen these. Let's find out. If they are, I'm just going to skip. No offense, Rudy, but we got to move the show. Oh, I like this, though. Okay. We saw that. I think we saw all of these. Funky. I love the lead in. Yeah. All right, I almost let that all go. Meat Skater. $15 seconds. Nice. And produce 15 seconds. A silver for OK Bro, Dave Taylor, Diamondback e-bike launch video. Single spot internet commercial, any length. Nice work. Imaginary Friends gets a silver for Mesh from Microsoft. Single spot, any length. Mechanism, Alaska Airlines Care Coalition. Silver for single spot, any length. CMD, Keep Portland Small, Alpenrose. Campaign, Silver Award. Another CMD, Original by Design, Microsoft. We saw that earlier for gold. Internet commercial campaign. All Is Well Studios, Volt. Universal Audio. Nice work, Tony and crew. VML YNR, RE4 education campaign for Oculus. Gets a silver Addy. Silver Addy for PB and Bob Oates Holiday, Bob Oates Sewer and Router. Should be Router, right? Okay. Copacino Fujikato, I Know a Place. Seattle King County Convention and Visitors Bureau. Webisode series. PB and Poopy and Friends. Bob Oates Sewer and Router. There it is. Webisode series. Silver Addy. And the gold Addy in film, video, and sound. Let me get my face off of there. Film, video, and sound, sales promotion, audiovisual sales presentation. DNA wins the gold for Tableau Software Conference 2021. Let's have a look at this thing.
Tableau Conference, the yearly gathering for data lovers. 3 days of inspiration and epic entertainment celebrating the power of data visualization. But not when there's a global pandemic going on. The world's biggest, craziest, nerdiest data conference had to go virtual. So, how do you keep a global audience engaged from home? We decided to celebrate data visualization, the world's most advanced storytelling tool, by using the oldest storytelling tool there is, the power of music. And so we started writing songs about data and the brand. We cast all the musicians and a leader for the band. Hey RJ, singers, dancers, custom songs, that's right, no plagiarism. We even found a clever phrase to rhyme with algorithm. Rehearse, record, shooting at it, each number data worthy. Cause every single second was super duper nerdy. From an intergalactic love letter to the data community.
All together, we're the data family.
To a hair-band homage to Tableau's data viz superstars.
visualization.
Oh, what's that? You want attendees to use Slack to communicate with each other? We wrote a song about it.
Slack, slack, slack. Connect with people who have got your back.
Want to surprise our keynote panel of Olympic athletes with their very own hype songs? We wrote a few pretty ditties.
You know I make my own lane, on my own pain. And believe me when I say this is just a preview.
I love that. I'm going to need that on my playlist.
And so much more.
And so we gave our data nerds the time of their lives and redefined how hybrid conferences are done. Yeah, we crushed it hard and made some friends along the way. Tableau Conference 21, yeah. That's data for you, baby.
All right. That's funny. Nice work, Tableau Data Conference. Making songs out of data. That's my kind of fun. All right. Next up, DNA, all hands on data, silver, more Tableau. Nice work, DNA. B2B campaign, regional, national. Silver, ADDY for Wonderman Thompson, Seattle. Seahawks bring it in. Washington's Lottery, Seattle Seahawks. Consumer campaign, local, integrated. Another integrated advertising campaign, Silver ADDY for Wonderman Thompson, Seattle. Kraken, time to rise. Copacino Fujikato gets another Silver ADDY for Northgate opening of Sound Transit in integrated advertising campaigns, consumer campaign, local. And the gold in integrated advertising campaigns, consumer campaign, local, goes to Wonderman Thompson, Seattle for Powerball double play campaign. I think there might be a few in this one. Let's have a look.
As fun as Powerball is to play, it's a national game that's constantly changing its product offering to attract new players. Unfortunately, these upgrades always come with confusing new rules. To make matters worse, the media buy to promote these changes was almost non-existent. Only gas stations and social.
We resorted to espionage.
At the gas pump, we enlisted players as secret agents, presenting the complicated new rules as a hidden code on how to win. Using gas station TV, lottery vending machines, social, and out-of-home executions, we sent our new field agents on their mission, double play the Powerball. With a beautiful Sal Bass-inspired look that paired perfectly with Powerball's signature red and black colors, we created a striking visual story that was impossible to miss. Tapping into our audience's love of codes, puzzles, and games, we took it to the extreme, creating ciphers and challenges that let them dive into the new world of Powerball. We created a series of shorts made to look like signal interruptions. Powerball headquarters would hack into gas station TV, lottery, vending machines, and players' social feeds to brief them on their assignment. Players had 15 seconds to understand the new rules and execute their missions. Every second counted. With over 3.5 million social impressions, ticket sales soaring by 22%, and over 1.5 million double play tickets sold in the first few weeks,
We successfully reinvented the game and wildly reinvigorated our players without challenging anyone's attention span.
Players were so engaged they created secret agent names and gave themselves their own missions. High stakes, double crosses, and intrigue, with plenty of time left over to squeegee the windows.
Our inside intelligence has reported Powerball has changed to 3 drawings a week. Plus, for an extra $1, you get a second chance to win up to $10 million. Your mission: double play the Powerball before the next drawing.
No sound on this, by the way. It's not a technical problem. Some nice animation, though. Moving on. Integrated advertising campaigns. Consumer campaign, regional, national. Silver goes to CMD, Xbox All Access. It's all there. Client Microsoft. And the gold goes to CMD, original by design. Client Microsoft. In integrated advertising campaigns, consumer campaign, regional, national. We did see these before too, so I may fast forward. We'll see. Maybe you didn't hear it before.
So how does this creative game of telephone actually work?
One artist starts it off, makes their piece, then hands it to the next artist. They get inspired by that, and then keep handing it down the line.
I like this idea. What does originality actually mean? I'm creating 4 images.
I am working with a photographer, an illustrator, and a musician, and I'm taking what they have already made and putting that into a video somehow and putting my own spin on it. So this should be really interesting. This is a cool format.
I'm just going to establish my first shot and then move position to shoot all the others.
Oh, look. Photos. Brooke Shaden. I never met her before. Now look at these images. I think of people blooming in an open field.
It is very, very cold, very windy. So here are Brooke Shaden's photos. So I'm going to draw a lot from that, and I'm going to do my own take on that.
I'm just going to be showing the making of our song. We were just super inspired from the digital painting that we saw.
The real transformation doesn't happen until I get it on my computer. Being able to edit on the surface is completely immersive.
I'm gonna brighten up the colors a little bit and bring more colors into this world because I love colorful worlds.
It's time to start editing, which is my favorite part. This is going to be very different from anything I've made before, and I'm super excited.
Gotta let the light shine. Gotta let the light shine. Gotta let the light shine. Gotta let the light shine.
Okay, I'm going to be honest. I think we did see that, but you know, sometimes you can't tell till you're in the middle of it, and then then we're already there. So enjoy these, and you know, maybe you came to the show late and you hadn't seen that yet. We're going to see some videos more than once. It's just how it is. All right, let's move on to the next one. Okay. Not sure what that was about. Are these? There's no sound on those.
Microsoft Surface launch.
We did see that one. Okay, let's move on. Gold. Wonderman Thompson Global Creative Data Group. Meet Sarah. This is for integrated advertising campaigns, consumer campaign, regional, national. Gold ADDY.
As a photographer, I felt like one of the first astronauts stepping onto Mars. It's just unbelievable. Every aspect of this project was epic in scope. With the aid of Sarha, an elite group of photographers from all around the world were invited to shoot remotely, which brilliantly took us to areas of Saudi Arabia that no man or woman has ever been to before.
Sarha roamed the unseen lands with a solar-powered, state-of-the-art camera and a highly stable STC connection that covers the entire kingdom.
She'll be the photographer's eyes, feeding them live UV indexes, light and brightness for optimizing their photography, allowing them to take beautiful, high-definition images in real time, buffered and uploaded at high speeds.
It was a great experience. It's something that I'd never done before.
I really love the fact that Sarha is providing me access to these enclosed sceneries.
Kudos to Sarha. I couldn't have done it without her.
A gold Addy for OK Bro, or to OK Bro, for Diamondback e-bike launch campaign. Client Diamondback Bikes. For integrated advertising campaigns, consumer campaign, regional, national. Gold Addy to OK Bro. Nice work, Dave. Okay, bro, that was freaking awesome. All right, next up, Silver. I didn't mean to click that, but let's move on. Silver, ADDY to CMD, original by design, client Microsoft. And a gold ADDY for online interactive campaign to DNA for Behold the Freshness and Rainier Beer. Now, there are a lot of videos on this one, I think. And one thing before I go on to this, sometimes you might be seeing things that are, you might be seeing some videos that are like case study videos, and generally you know that those aren't part of the ADDY process. It's all a creative campaign, and there's not even narratives allowed for a lot of them. Some entries, for some reason, for some categories, you are allowed to put a case study in. Either way, whatever the agency sent us as the videos that got in there, I couldn't tell what was allowed or what wasn't for the thing. So I'm just showing whatever they gave us. And at the same time, it's kind of a learning experience. Even if they weren't permitted in the judging, we can see what the agency put in, what kind of thought the agency put into it. So I think it's kind of cool to see stuff like that. Anyway, let's get back to, I didn't mean to interrupt the flow here with moving on to gold. Let's get on with that. DNA, Behold the Freshness. All right, well, hey, those aren't playing. Why is that? There we go.
We'd almost lost hope of ever finding the Rainier seltzers. That's it. But after years of searching, we found them. We finally found them. Now, there are 3 subspecies of Rainier seltzers, and you can identify them by looking at their bellies. Oh, and here they are. Come on. See, this one here is an apple. And you can tell because there's an apple. Pretty cool, huh? Now, there's a few ways to go about catching a newly discovered Rainier seltzer. Or I suppose you could try the store. But where's the fun in that?
The first thing to know about Rainier seltzers is they always migrate in packs of 12, with each subspecies represented in the pack. Next slide. Those subspecies are, of course, huckleberry, apple, and lemon. Take a closer look and you'll see the nutritional superiority of the seltzers. Very nice. Thanks for tuning into this important message from the Rainier Center for Discovery. Please refresh responsibly.
Here we are in what has become a feeding frenzy.
Attention, this is an important announcement from the Rainier Center for Discovery, informing you of a reported sighting in our northwest waters. Reports indicate a newly discovered life form that appears to be big, refreshing, and likely to alter the course of the summer season. Please do your part and remain alert.
And just like that, nature takes its course.
Silver ADDY to Accolade Inc. Accolade rebrand illustrations. Accolade Inc. client. This is an Elements of Advertising visual illustration series. And it looks like a client entry, which I love to see because we don't get a lot of those. It's usually agency stuff here. Silver ADDY to Wonderman Thompson Seattle. Powerball double play videos. Washington's Lottery. Elements of Advertising visual art direction campaign. And a gold in Elements of Advertising visual art direction campaign to VML Y&R for Weekends with Intel, client Intel. Let's have a look.
This is Lee. With Intel, Lee didn't have to worry about cold migrating hundreds of VMs. Now Lee can relax. Wonderful. This is Roland. Intel helped Roland take AI inferencing to the edge without an architecture rebuild. Now Roland has more time for Rolandville. Wonderful. This is Shivani. Intel helped Shivani seamlessly migrate to the cloud, all on her existing architecture. Now Shivani has more time for the simpler things. Wonderful. This is Kate. Kate transformed her network on Intel from core to edge. Now Kate has more time for Daisy. Wonderful. This is Stuart. Intel helped Stuart scale with hundreds of verified solutions. No architecture rebuild required. Oh, careful, Stu. Wonderful.
Brilliant. CMD, Xbox, All Access, it's all there. From Microsoft, Silver ADDY, elements of advertising, sound, music, music with lyrics, single. A gold ADDY to CMD, keep Portland small for Alpenrose. This is another elements of advertising, film and video, animation, special effects, or motion graphics. We saw these guys earlier. I'm just going to pop this for a second.
Once upon a time, there was a little dairy called Alpenrose in a little town called Portland. Milkmen from the dairy made weekly deliveries to the townspeople. Their connection to their food was as deep as their connection to each other. As time went on, the town grew bigger. Pretty soon, it was a growing city. As fast as things grew, that's how fast they changed. And it seemed like important things were left behind. Things like community and charm. But all was not lost. Alpenrose home delivery came back, this time with more than dairy. They delivered all kinds of local food, and the people were as happy as ever. Because even though the world was very different, their connection to their food and each other stayed the same.
All right, I had to play it all. That was cute. All right, gold. Copacino, Fujikado, welcome for Sound Transit. Elements of advertising, film and video, animation, special effects, or motion graphics.
Three new stations are bringing all the region closer together. Welcome aboard the newly expanded One Line.
A gold ADDY to DNA for Ziply Fiber Internet for the people. Client Ziply Fiber. This is in another elements of advertising, film and video, animation, special effects, and motion graphics.
Ziply Fiber is gig speed internet for people. Buffer-free buzzer beaters for live sports streamers. Blinding light speed uploads for viral dance memers. Unlimited data usage for virtual spin cyclers. No confusing bundles for cord-cutting simplifiers. People who need internet for everything you do, our ultra-fast fiber network was made for you. Ziply Fiber, internet for people.
There's some JPEGs. Usually they just give us MP4s and look, here's some stills. Nice work. By the way, I just put in the chat, I guess it's only showing on YouTube. We are doing an after party. Shoot, that was not supposed to happen. I just clicked the wrong thing. We are doing an after party in Kubo Space. That is a virtual chat room, but it's different from like Zoom. It's like spatial audio. If you were with us last year, it was the same thing. You basically enter a little room, you show up as a little head, you walk around, and it's if you're near somebody, you can talk to them. If you're not, you can't hear them or talk to them. You just walk around a room and use your arrow keys to move around, and it's kind of as good as virtual networking as we can do in considering the circumstances. Last year, the show the after show went longer than the actual ADDY show. I think people were in there like 3-4 hours. It was a lot of fun. Grab a drink, join us. KumoSpace.com/AAF Seattle. will be in there after the show. Forgot to mention that earlier. So on with the show. What do we got next here? 2 screens means I have to worry about clicking. Gold, Wonderman Thompson. Get my face off of there. Global Creative Data Group. Meet Sarah. Since we saw that before, I'm showing the still that they put in there in the folder. Nice work. Silver Medal, online interactive corporate social response. Not Silver Medal, Silver ADDY. Corporate social responsibility. Online interactive campaign goes to formative for critical distance for Microsoft Corporation. And the gold for public service online interactive single goes to CNC, Ready for Summer Club Grandma, client, Washington State Department of Health. Oh, I didn't mean to spoil that one.
I'm vaxxed, I'm waxed, and I'm back in action.
All right. MI2 Media LLC, Our Stories Are Your Stories. Client, the Wing Luton Museum of the Asian Pacific American Experience, gets a Silver ADDY for their public service online interactive campaign. CNC, Ready for Summer Club Grandma, Washington State Department of Health, Silver ADDY, public service radio. We don't get a lot of radio anymore. Used to be a lot of those in there. Good to see radio. Way to go, CNC. C, maybe it's C plus C. You know, I've never really asked. Silver ADDY, Drive to Zero, Phone Chill, Clackamas County. That's in film, video, and sound. Public service online film, video, and sound. And the gold ADDY goes to CNC, Ready for Summer Club Grandma, the Washington State Department of Health, in public service online film, video, and sound. Let's have a look at some others.
I'm vaxxed, I'm waxed, and I'm back in action.
All right, Wyatt Curtis says it's C plus C. All right. Now that I'm at the end of the show, I'm glad I've established that. Thank you, Curtis. Let's go on. Hey, C plus C. Gold ADDY, public service campaign. Vaccinate Washington, Ready for Summer. We just saw this, so we're going to skip to the next one. Here we go.
I've got Moderna in my shoulder. Ethel on deck. Ain't no party like a boat party.
I've got Pfizer in my veins, Rose in my purse. This cougar's on the prowl.
I got my shots. Slam my supplements. And tonight, it's gonna get weird.
I'm vaxxed, I'm waxed, and I'm back in action.
I feel like the rest of the world needs to see how we, as Washingtonians, tried to encourage everybody to get vaccinated this summer. Because it's epic.
Another gold for C+C. Vaccinate Washington, ready for summer. Washington State Department of Health, Integrated Media Public Service Campaign. Something tells me we may have seen this.
Hey, Grandma.
This is radio.
I'm at home.
No, you gotta come out. Hold on. Judith, what's the name of this club?
Grandma, are you okay?
Okay, I'm amazing. Stay wax, baby. Woo!
Grandma's ready for summer. Are you? Schedule your COVID vaccine at vaccinatewa.org.
I love it. One more radio. Oops. Damn it. Sorry, guys. What's going on there?
Hey, Grandma.
Sarah, honey.
Come on. Okay, we're moving on. DNA NFT Christmas gift, silver ADDY. That is in advertising industry, self-promotion, film, video, and sound. All right, so I think this is the end of the regular awards. And now that means if I got this correct and put these things in the right order, I hope I did, we come to a special awards. Yep, it's time for special awards. That means coming up, Judge's Choice, Mosaic Award, and Best in Show. Let's get on with it. And I think we got Judge's Choice. That's going to be 3 videos from our judges with their selections. And let's move on. Judge's Choice. The first judge, Courtney Smith, chose All Is Well, Volt, Universal Audio. We saw that earlier. Here's what she's got to say about it. Come on. There we go.
What?
I gotta go.
Come on, this is the only room with the verb.
But I gotta go.
Thoughts knock around in my head like pinballs in my brain. It hurts back and forth, but I don't score points. Yeah, I just keep on feeling worse. The glass on my hand feels cold.
I shouldn't leave her here. Totally.
First step to becoming a glamour goddess is getting rid of those brows. Let drugstore makeup to fabulous.
Check 1, 2. Test, test. Excellent. And now for the piece de resistance. There she is, boys. There she is, world. It's me. It's me.
Dreaming, I could be making something big out of nothing. Who can really know? Just around the corner from you.
That's awesome. All right. I don't know why we didn't have her video in there. I may have to pull that thing up manually and just show you my desktop and everything. There's a whole explanation from Courtney on why she chose that. You know what? I think I need to do that because that's kind of an important thing. So hold on. Bear with me. You're going to watch me go through my desktop here. And I know this is kind of weird for a show to like interrupt and like run around a thing, but we need to hear this. And I have it. And I don't know why it isn't in the show. But the good part is we do have it. Judge's Choice videos. All right. So Courtney Smith, I'm going to pull this one up. And I think I'm going to share the different window here. 1 second. Stop screen. Share screen. Share window. This one. Let's bring that on. There we go. All right. It doesn't have sound at first.
Artist and Seattle ADDY judge.
It's very low sound.
Last week actually. And isn't it frustrating? You can't find the right audio for art. I thought it was so clever, so simply done, got right to the heart of the issue at hand, the problem that artists have when they're trying to get that perfect sound, to get that perfect note, so that their soul can come across the waves. It doesn't have to be hard. I love the simplicity of it, and thought it was really clever. So to the team that created the Universal Audio Gold web campaign series, team.
Okay, so we definitely don't have the judges' videos in the other two slides, so I'm going to do this manual flip-flop back and forth. Thanks for putting up with this. That was Courtney, and that's why she chose Universal Volt. That awesome work by All Is Well. And I kind of spoiled the next Judges' Choice Award. I'm going to put the screen back up. I'm going to have to take it off and flip back here, but that's how it is. Next Judge's Choice is Pico Sound and Music arriving client sound transit. Now, here's the one problem with that. I don't have that file. I looked everywhere to find it, and I know they submitted it obviously because they won, and I really apologize to Pico that I didn't get it in there. I don't know where that is. I will have it on the site. I will have it in the book, virtual book. Really, I'm sorry about that. But we do have a reasoning or the rationale from the judge, Tony Cordero, ECD of Brand Experience. He submitted a video, and I'm going to play that next. Let me bring this up. And here we go. Share the window of Tony.
we're gonna try another take at this. I'm just gonna start talking, and you feel free to edit and cut, change, splice together whatever you want, because trying to read a
I didn't edit anything.
is not working at all. My name's Tony Cordero. I'm a creative director and a brand consultant based in San Francisco. In terms of this year's Judges' Choice Award, I really liked the Sound Transit Northgate opening, the Northgate integrated campaign. You know, one of the things I loved about it was the fact that it took the opening of these 3 new stations and treated it like an amusement park. Right, this theme park is grand opening, and the idea of encouraging people and using the characters of the city and these local legends and icons to invite you to re-engage with your city, to come out and rediscover all the things that you love about the city that you frankly probably haven't seen in the last 2 years. It was great. It was a message that I feel like we all kind of need to hear. And you know, I found that a lot of endearing. So yeah, the Sound Transit Northgate integrated campaign. Congratulations.
Thank you, Tony. All right, so we have one more judge coming up, but first, let me get the next winner, the final winner of our Judges' Choice. Share the screen really quick, and then we'll pop back over for a judge video. C+C, vaccinate Washington, ready for summer. You guys want a Judge's Choice for that? Okay, I love it. Let's get that video added. You guys are awesome for putting up with all this. All right, this judge is Wal E. Barraza, co-founder and ECD of Wallow. And we're going to hear his rationale for why he chose C+C. Here we go.
Hello, I'm Wally Barraza, co-founder and executive creative director at Wallow here in Dallas, Texas. I'm one of the judges for the 2021-2022 Seattle ADDYs. And my Judge's Choice selection is Vaccinate Washington, Ready for Summer Public Service Campaign. Now being in year 3 of the pandemic, we've seen a lot of work that has been done for this effort. And what I really like about this campaign is that it took a completely different and unexpected approach. It's very funny.
I'm vaxxed.
The writing is good.
I'm waxed.
The casting is great. And it was shot very well. So kudos to the team.
Awesome. Yes, great work. C+C. We've all learned how to say the name. Thank you to Wal E, and thanks to all the judges who volunteered their time. Whether it's 200 entries or 1,200 entries, it takes some work to do this, and it's all volunteer effort. These judges come from all around the country. They donate a weekend of their time, and they really put a lot into choosing what they feel is right and grading things fairly, and because they realize that all the entrants have put in so much work and have a lot riding on this, and everybody in this whole ADDY system takes it very seriously. So thanks to everybody for entering, and if you didn't win, it's only because there is the bar is high. It's a extremely it's a creative competition. It isn't exactly a competition in that there can be multiple gold winners in a category. There can be multiple silver winners, but they do apply a curve so that the best ones get the gold, and then there's a reasonable amount of silver. So sometimes that line between gold and silver is literally 1 point. It's a tough series. Winners in tonight's ADDYs move on to the District 11 competition. So this is a progressive award system. The Seattle Addies move into District 11 of the American Advertising Federation to compete with award winners from Montana, Alaska, Oregon, Idaho, and Washington State. There are two other AAF chapters in Washington State, brand new Tri-Cities and a Spokane. So the best winners, for all the winners from silver and golds from Seattle, move on to district. From there, the golds move on to national, and silvers have the option to pay an entry fee to get judged in the national competition as well. And sometimes, the judges are different at every stage. So the silvers sometimes end up winning golds in nationals, and sometimes ones that win gold in local and district don't win anything at national. It's all, there's a little bit of subjectivity there, but it's also timing and comparison with the rest of the pool. But anyway, it's a really fun process to be involved with. So thank you to all the entrants. Thanks to the judges. We do have one more big award. We got two more big awards. We have a Mosaic Award. We have the Mosaic Awards, and what else is there? Best in Show. That's what everybody wants to know. All right, so I want to make sure I get the Mosaic Award read out properly, because I do not have it memorized, and it matters a lot to me, but it's hard to get right. So I want to make sure it's good. Okay. The AAF's Mosaic Award honors companies and individuals who embody the Mosaic principles, an action-oriented roadmap to create a more inclusive industry. Mosaic Award recipients display their commitment to diversity, equity, and inclusion through creative work, advocacy, and company-wide initiatives. So this was emailed to me, and this sounds like this is what describes the Mosaic Award winners when they're handed to individuals. There's a whole ceremony for that. And these are people who are doing inclusive work in the advertising industry that the AAF wants to recognize. Likewise, they have also created a Mosaic Award. There's a national Mosaic Awards night, and each city is encouraged to award a Mosaic Award, to give a Mosaic Award for work that's basically along those same kind of principles. Last year, I believe, was our first award. I'm really excited that we had that, and was working for that to make sure we had that in there, and we have it again this year, and we have a really cool winner. So let me share the screen, and yeah, okay, I got to redo that. All right, so we still have the CNC from up before. I'm going to pull that up now. That's the judge's choice picture, and then I'm going to flip over for the extra tension building moment to see who won the Mosaic Award. Let's find out. Oh, that's the work that we saw. Sorry, a little more tension. Mosaic Award this year goes to MI2 Media. Our Stories Are Your Stories, the Wing Luke Museum of the Asian Pacific American Experience. This is Betty Fujikato behind the scenes, and her whole team that put this together. And we have kind of a long video to show you, but it's awesome. So have a look and enjoy.
My name is Hollis Wongware, and I am a singer, songwriter, and community advocate.
I push all my weight against it, but it never feels profound. The boulder always rolls back down.
When my mom actually was pregnant with me, she bought a Chinese restaurant in downtown Petaluma. I'm pretty sure we were the only Chinese or Asian American folks that we knew in that town specifically. Even though I was in a very white suburb and a white space, I grew up at my mom's Chinese restaurant, which was really just the only touch point I really had to Chinese culture, but it also gave me a space that really felt like home. We had, and still continue to have in some ways, but especially when I was growing up, a very binary understanding of what it meant to be a thing. So it was either, you're white or you're not white. You're fully Chinese or you're not Chinese, right? And so I think in some ways I felt that tension and that pressure of not being easily defined and easily categorized.
It's bad design.
keeps us pacified.
Really the first mentor that I ever had that not only was Asian American, but also really taught me what it meant to be Asian American in a certain sense, not just as a genre or a category of people, but really taught me about specifically my Asian American legacy, what Asian American identity meant. She really awakened this sense of what it meant to be proud of that thing and not to be escaping or trying to find similarities in my differences.
Always rolls back down.
I hadn't really seen an Asian American person deliver their own narrative, their own history, their own perspective in an artistic way. And it completely awakened me. I was like, oh, I don't have to keep fitting into other people's stories and trying to like crane myself to be someone else. Like I could actually be authentically myself, and that can be art. Like that was just a huge shift for me. It's been a journey for me to get to the place now where I can say confidently that I am Asian American, that I am Chinese American, and that I am mixed. And it's important for me to hold and claim all of those identities for myself.
Oh, so terrified of the news these days. I get rigid and hopeless and numb.
Nice work. Nice work, Betty and team. And that's Seattle's own Hollis Wong Ware, who is living in LA part-time, but she's one of ours too. So awesome work. And Betty is a former silver medal winner, AAF Silver Medal Award. And Larry was just asking in chat, like, have we awarded that? Normally we do that during the Addies. This year we're going to do a special presentation of the Silver Medal Award, and we will announce that. So stay tuned for that. We definitely want to honor that. One more note that I want to make before we move on to Best of Show. Last year, we had a special award for Larry Kaufman. And hi, Betty. Nice to see you there in chat too. Wonderful work. Thank you. Last year, we had a special award for Larry Kaufman, the first award and of its kind, and we will be awarding that periodically throughout the years for special occasions. Unfortunately, Larry passed away this past year. We are sorry for the family's loss, and we are glad we got to honor Larry before he passed away. And we want to thank him for his service to this community and to everybody whose lives he touched through his publication and through his work and being a figure in our community. So thank you, Larry, and condolences to Larry's family, and thanks for everything. All right, so now let's move on to the final award of the evening, Best of Show. And hopefully I don't click through this the wrong way and spoil this. All right, Best of Show. Who won? Wonderman Thompson, Global Creative Data Group for Meet Sarah, client Saudi Telecom. Congratulations, Wonderman Thompson. All right, let's have a look at that one more time. Oh, well, I got to click.
As a photographer, I felt like one of the first astronauts stepping onto Mars. It's just unbelievable. Every aspect of this project was epic in scope. With the aid of Sarha, an elite group of photographers from all around the world were invited to shoot remotely, which brilliantly took us to areas of Saudi Arabia that no man or woman has ever been to before.
Sarha roamed the unseen lands with a solar-powered, state-of-the-art camera and a highly stable STC connection that covers the entire kingdom.
She'll be the photographer's eyes, feeding them live UV indexes, light and brightness for optimizing their photography, allowing them to take beautiful, high-definition images in real time, buffered and uploaded at high speeds.
It was a great experience, and it's something that I've never done before.
I really love the fact that Sarha is providing me access to these enclosed sceneries.
Kudos to Sarha. I couldn't have done it without her.
All right, that's it. Best of show. Wonderman Thompson, Seattle. Congratulations. It's a big award. It's hard to win, and I hope you enjoy it. All right, so that's it for us today. Congratulations to the winners. We will be moving on to kumospace.com/AAF Seattle. I should put this in the little banner here down here. There we go. Yeah. Oh, I got to post in the LinkedIn event too. But if you're in LinkedIn, I'll pop over there and do that. For some reason, it doesn't come in from StreamYard. If you're watching on YouTube, the link was higher up in the chat. I can type it in there right now. I'll do that once I sign off and if I remember to mute and all that stuff. So we'll see you in kumospace.com/AAF Seattle for a little after party. Mix it up. And on Wednesday, March 30th, an in-person trophy pickup mixers thing that we're going to do at Optimism Brewery right off Broadway and Union on Capitol Hill. So hopefully we'll see you all there. I'll set up the Eventbrite and send out the ticket link and all that stuff or the RSVP thing just so everybody gets notifications. It doesn't cost anything to join. We're going to kick over some food, maybe drink tickets, so everybody can have a good time and say hi to each other. Thank you so much for watching the Seattle Addies and for participating in the American Advertising Awards. We got another good year. I know it was tough, I'm just amazed by everybody's creativity and persistence through this all. You know, it's nice to be able to use our work as a touchstone, our work as a rallying point, and the Addies as a centering point, especially when we have things like this whole pandemic that we just went through and are still going through. So thanks for pulling in there, Seattle. This shows a lot of heart, and we love you, and you're doing great. Keep it up. I'm going to shut up. Time to go. All right. Thank you, everybody, for attending. Oh, hey, I forgot this last year. I'm not going to forget it this year. There's actually one more thing. Got some little congratulation videos. Now, these are, if you do hashtag Seattle Addy winner, if you won, we don't do celebration speeches or acceptance speeches because that takes forever, but we do 15, 30-second celebration videos back from the day when Instagram was only 15-second videos. But hashtag Seattle Addy winner, if you won an award and you want to say thanks or you want to do a little dance or whatever, post it on social media, hashtag Seattle Addy winner. I've got 3 in advance already from Crown, DNA, and one surprise guest, which means I can't remember their name right now. I'm tired. Okay, let's watch some of these little thank you videos, and that's going to close out the show. All right, here we go. That's from Crown. Here's DNA.
grateful to be a Seattle ADDY winner for our work with Microsoft on critical distance. We are an agency with a purpose to bring creative solutions and reach new heights. Dive right into Kiki's world and learn more about orcas in the Salish Sea. Thank you for having our fins by keeping our waters quiet.
You still here? So am I. All right, thanks. I can't stay off. Have a great night. See you in comospace.com/AAF Seattle. Get out of here.